Hi everybody, welcome to VICKYVILLE. I have a really fun project that I wanted to share with you. Truth be told, I completely forgot that I had signed up for this swap, and I feel so bad to my friend Gabie, which is Mommy and her 4 little ladies. It's right up my alley too. You know how much I love cherries. I mean, I got dressed to match my swap today, but I guess I don't have as much cherry stuff as I believed. And I think with my sister's passing and everything, it's totally skipped my mind. But I wanted to be a part of this so badly. And so I asked her, like, if I could just have 1 day extension. And I literally, most of Saturday and Sunday, and you guys know, if you're swapping and you're like designing it takes, well, for me, it takes me forever. And I was like looking in my garage, everything, because I'm like, I have to have cherry paper, I have to have, dyes, I have to have whatever, because first off, I worked on it on Saturday, and then I was gonna go to Hobby Lobby, but then stuff happened at home. And then yesterday, which is Sunday, I worked on it, and Hobby Lobby was closed, and I was just, I still have to do all the things that I have to do for my family. So this is what I came up with, and it's just stuff that I've had in my stash, and I hope you enjoy it. Long story short, this is what I made, okay? So her description of what we had to send or make was, you needed to have a KS Craft market stand, a die, or a 3D die. And then you had to have 2 embellishments, 1 shaker, and 1 keychain or a pokey tool. And so this is what I came up with, okay? So first off, I did not have the KS Craft market stand, but I did have this kind of similar looking, it's from Scrap Diva, and it is a 3-tiered tray. I think on my last YouTube channel I used this as well. I kind of am like that about music, food, whatever. When I get into something, I like love it, and I use it and use it and use it. Are you guys like that? I don't know. I really do like this. I think it looks like a 3D tray. Oh, a 3-tiered tray. It's just fun to, make stuff. But this is what I came up with. So that's this side, and I really did think that I had a lot of cherry stuff, but honestly, a lot of the companies use strawberries. It's not very cherry heavy, it's more strawberry. So I had a ton of strawberry stickers and paper and everything, but I had this one sheet of cherry paper in one of my Simple Stories packs, and I was like, okay, this is gonna have to go a long way. But so there's the cherry, and I don't know if you could kind of see, it's kind of like a turquoise blue, and it's the red background. And then this paper here is just from Hobby Lobby, and it's kind of like that thicker gingham. It's a paper pack. I really love it. Let me see, do I have it right here? Yeah, I think it's right here. I've had it for years. It looks like this. I love to make things with this. If you see it, they still have it. It just is such a good for a background or for dyes or whatever. As soon as I start filming, I'm telling you, I always start choking. What is it about me? Okay, so then right here, this is a die that I believe I got from either Temu or Shein. And so I was glad that I had that. And as you could see, it's just like cherries, but shaped in a heart. And so I just used it here, here, and here. And then also here. And then these little daisies were just these little patches that I had bought from, I think, Shein, when I was wanting to decorate all my bags. And then also this kind of is like a Stony Clover patch dupe. And then these I just got from like Joann's or Michael's, and it was kind of just like a cabochon. But that is that. And then up here I added some trim, some red trim. I kind of wanted to do it on the second layers as well, but it was so hard because I had already put it all together and I didn't want it to look sloppy, because that is like, ooh, no, not good. And so I just added it to the top. But if I do make it again, I would definitely put that on before I put all the boxes together. So if you're gonna use this die and you wanna add like that, I think that trim does add some dimension to it, makes it look really cool. But try to do that before you put it together, because it's really hard to do it after. You don't want, I just didn't want it to look really sloppy. Okay, and then right here, I had this keychain that I had got, this crocheted cherry keychain that I absolutely loved at a little shop called The Grove in Claremont. And then this was just another bead keychain that I had. And then I have some cherry fabric that I had in my stash. I think I just got it at Hobby Lobby. And I cut it and I made this bow. So it's kind of cool just to hang on there, kind of like a little accessory, a little outfit, if you will, for your project. Okay, so that's the Scrap Diva Design 3-tiered tray. And then this cherries from Temu, that's what I used for that. Okay, so that is that. And then, let's see. So going with what I just packaged up, I just packaged up using that same die. And then if you see right there in the center, I used these little balls that I've had in my stash for so long. And this was Queen & Company, the little balls that I had back from Scrapbook Expo years ago that I had bought. And I mean, look at how well they last. And I just glued them in the center there. And they're just like little red bows. And then I added that same gingham paper. One of the things that I love to do is like package everything up. It's just so fun to make it all kind of match and accessorize. I love that about swapping. It's so much fun. Okay, then this was my shaker. Now, to tell you the truth, I had done another shaker last night. And so it has all the different beads in there and sequins and like little clay pieces. So I had done another shaker, and this morning I woke up, because that's one of the things that I absolutely, do you know when you're not good at something? I will admit I'm not good at shakers at all. And so when I went to shake it, because that's like my biggest fear, that something would, once the recipient gets it, it just falls apart. Well, that's what it did. And I'm like, I can't have that on my conscience, trying to fix it and then it all falling apart when they get it. So I went to this. It's just, I made kind of like a little paper clip, little shaker. And then I just added the same little die with the cherries. And then I love these kind of like really like these fun little charms that I had in my stash from Hobby Lobby. And then I did a 3-layered rosette. I used a die and I used crepe paper and I made the rosette, and then I used a die to make it like that perfect circle, and I layered it 3 times. And then I just added that little cherry in the center. And then, oh, right here, I don't know if you could see that, but as like I said, I was looking all around like for all of my cherry stuff, and I did find this fun acetate that I had received or got in one of my Mommy Lay boxes for the subscription that I was in. I don't think she doesn't make it anymore, and it made me so sad because I loved getting her box every month. So I understand it's probably a lot of work, but I do hope that she returns to doing that, because that was like Christmas every time I got a box. I love her so much. But that is that little acetate that I just layered it up with that die. And this die, I wanted to show you the dies. This is a Greeting Farm die. I don't have the packaging because I had it just on like, but yeah, this die is really cool. It has like the banner, and then it has that cool, you could see kind of like, what is that? Like what is that called? When it has like that, the dot, almost like a stitch-like feel. And I think it just looks so cute. And that's what is there on the little pendant or whatever, flag. So that is my shaker. And then let's see, what else did I make here? Okay, these were just embellishments. And so here's one of them. I used my Sizzix die here that's in the heart. I think it's the Stephanie Bernard, if I believe, yeah. And it's like the heart framelit, and so I just layered it twice and then kind of popped it up. And then with the heart, this die is so old. I went to the archives, you guys. It's like a old, from Michael's. What year is it? Does it say here? It doesn't say, but this has been in my stash forever. But I really did like that cherry die that came with that stamp. And so I made that little guy. And then I used the hearts that I had cut, the leftover hearts from that Temu die that I had on the front. And then I just added some diamond dots in the middle to kind of give it a little cherry pop there. You can see that has the hearts on it. And then with the green here, I just added, glued on some sequins. And then the Hello Crafter, that was the Temu, the KS Crafts swapping dies. So they, like this one says Hello Crafter. The other one that I'm going to show you in a second, it says Handmade with Love. And then I made this other one. This other embellishment that this one says Just For You. And the same thing, just a little different. I used that gingham background heart and then just popped it up. And so there are the two little embellishments. You could use this on a scrapbook page. You could use it in your junk journal. The sky's the limit. And then I just popped it up and then used some glitter paper for the words. I think it looks so cool when it's in glitter, the words after, you put it on foam or whatever. Okay. Then the next thing we had to do was, I just made these. It didn't really call for anything, but I had some leftover things, and I always like to make, things fun. And so I made just these little, this is my Coco and Reno die, that I'm a subscriber to their little subscription as well. And so it's the tassel die. And this was part of the die that's kind of like on my whole theme of the project, which is this die here. And so I kind of like that the other ones I had filled in with hearts, but I kind of like the way it looked just open like that. And then I just added that little cabochon on there. And then they could just hang it on a charm or, on their planner or anything like that, and a ring binder. And so I made two of them. And I just thought those were super cute to like add. I don't know, they could add it, they could even like layer it up and have it like that, or just, that was just like a little added thing. Then I had this in my stash as well. It's a little, oh shoot, I hope it didn't break. It's a cherry Disney straw topper, and I had to give that as well. I thought that was so cute. So I think that'll be so fun to add to the project, because I got to add that Disney in there somehow. Okay, what else did I make? Let's see. Oh, okay. Then this was the top of my project, and it's a bunch of different rosettes. And then I just put Handmade with Love. And if they want, I thought it would be kind of cool for the recipient to maybe hang like a string or a ribbon, and you could use it for like summer home decor, or even put it on like a little shelf for like a little vignette. It's very summery. And yeah, I thought that was really cute. Added those patches. As you can see, there's more of the die, the rosettes, the paper, the little daisy patches, and then the same KS Craft die that says Handmade with Love. So that is so cute. And then how I intended for that to be was in the 3-tiered tray, to kind of just put it at the top. I never know what to put up here, and I was gonna just make like rosettes, because I'm gonna fill, I wanted to share the video before I package it all up, but I thought that would look so cute when you open it up, or even if you just want it on your desk as home decor. It just makes it look cute, gives it that volume and that big, you know, chunky look. Oh no, shoot. I kind of like got a little crinkled. Okay. And then last, I love making dangles. Like I said, I'm not that great at them, but I love putting all the things together for them. I think they're so fun. But this is kind of goes along with the shakers. I'm always worried that they'll fall apart, but as you can see, I have like a little cherry charms, and like I said, I did not buy anything, so I was so jazzed when I was like, oh, I have a cherry there, oh, I have a cherry there. And then I just added things that were in my stash, the same little then I had like the little plastic stars and stuff, but then there was like the little added cherry like little beads there. And yeah, just stacking up little things that I had, and then adding like the colors. My whole color scheme was probably like turquoise, red, green, like a Kelly green, gold, yellow, white. And so I tried to stay in that whole theme of blues and reds, and you know, I kind of wanted to add some pink to it because I did have other like cherry pink stuff, but since the whole thing wasn't very pink at all, I didn't add any pink. And so I think this is so fun, so summery, right? The dangles, just like the colors are so perfectly summery. And when I found like all these little, like I love that because it kind of matches the, you know, like the little yellow in the, oh my gosh, I'm holding this so awkward. I'm like Kendall cutting the cucumber. You know what I mean? Reference, what is it? Keeping Up with the Kardashians, like she's all cutting the cucumber wrong. I'm doing that right now, holding this. But the colors are just so summery and fun. And let's see, just more cherry charm. And the dangle is so cute and fun. And they definitely could add this to their planner, a notebook. I don't know if I'd put it on my purse. It might fall apart, but definitely in something that you know, like I would just put it in my planner for sure. I love making them for my planner every month. And so it's just fun, and the colors are fun, and I love finding the whole theme. So that is what I made for my swap. It was a cherry swap, and now I'm going to package it all up. I just wanted to share the video with you just so you could see how it all came out. And I can't wait to share with you what I received, because we made one and we're going to receive one. Now, I always send who's hosting a little something, and I didn't get a chance to make my friend Gabie something. So this week I'm going to promise myself that I'm going to make her something, and it's going to come separately because I need to mail this off today. So I'm going to make her a little cherry something as well. And hopefully I will get to like Hobby Lobby and maybe find her a little cherry cup or something like that, because she hosted, and I love joining swaps. So if you're going to host a swap, I promise this was just a bad month with my sister passing. I couldn't remember anything, but I'm slowly coming back. And so if you receive this, just know it was made with love. And I watched the whole season 3 of Ginny and Georgia doing it. So I love you guys, and you know how I am. I'm just transparent. I tell you what it is. I don't hold back. It is what it is. Pray for me. No, I'm getting better, and I hope you are too. And if you're going through something as well, did something just fall behind me? What was that? I felt like I just saw something fall behind me. But anyways, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked again. Just know I love you, and always remember to keep it crafty. Your girl loves you. If you need prayer, if you want to pray for me, please do. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you again. And hopefully this week when I make Gabie something. Okay, bye guys. I love you. Bye. Okay, I just wanted to show you how I packaged it up. I'm afraid it's gonna get smushed, but This is the only thing. So this is that big topper, and then there's all the little goodies. I kind of just did the same thing on each one. I wrapped it with some twine and then with a little bow. And I'm afraid, because as you can see, it's a little bit thicker, but this is the only box I have. And I hope it travels well. Underneath, I just put more of the tissue paper, and then I had this like felt little runner that's red. So there's green and blue tissue paper, and then the little runner. Let me see if I can show that to you really fast. So just to give it kind of when they open it up, and I'm sure in transit it won't be like it'll probably be a jumble mumble mess, but yeah, I just wanted to show you how I packaged it up. So let's go ahead. I'll put tissue on top as well, and I'm gonna go take it to the UPS store right now. So yay. Okay, bye for real this time. Love you, bye.